These items are selling on eBay right now. First up is this Krups blender. This sold for $70 shipped on Mercari. This one was listed for, I believe, 3 weeks. Oh, and I got it at a thrift store for $8. Next up, we have this Yamaha 5-disc CD player. It's the DVD-C750. Got this at a yard sale for $8. Also with this and a few other units, bundled them all together. And this sold for $110 plus $40 in shipping. It was listed for less than 3 days. Also sold these Area hiking boots for $30 plus shipping. Got these at a thrift store for $8. They were in my store for 4 months, and yeah, I think that's it. Sold this Mizuno pitching wedge for $25 plus shipping. This one was listed for only 2 weeks as well. And yeah, got it for $2 at a thrift store. We're only 4 sales in. We got about a dozen or so left to go. And I promise you guys, you can still make a ton of money on eBay. What everyone wants to hear is algorithmic hacks and twitches and different things that they can just sit on their computer or their phone for 15 seconds and magically increase sales. What people want to hear is that delist, relist works. What they want to hear is changing your promotions up and then down and then up and then down is gaming the system and grooming the algorithm. People want to hear that if you just post the same amount of items every single day, you're going to give the algorithm what it wants. They want to hear that if you post different items at different times and if you focus on your listing schedule and posting here and here and here, you're going to get more sales and more traffic and the algorithm is going to love you. That's just human nature. We're always looking for simple hacks and tricks that are life-changing, and those things just don't exist. The best way to make money on eBay, the best way to change your life, the best way to lose weight, the best way to have a better relationship with your wife, the best way to become financially free and secure is to do the things that matter most. And the absolutely most important thing that matters most in your eBay business are the items that you're putting into it. Sold this TP-Link little smart home mesh Wi-Fi system. This is the AC2200. I got this in Sedona at a thrift store over spring break, so this took about 3 months to sell. Sold for $35 plus shipping, and I think I got this for $5.99. I also sold this Titleist AP1 pitching wedge for $90 plus shipping. This one was also from the same thrift store for $2. Sold this Dyson vacuum brush head for $30 plus shipping. This one's going international, so someone paid like over $70 for this. I got this at a thrift store. I don't know how long ago because I take all my vacuums apart and part them out. I got the full vacuum for $15, my cost of goods. And to that, I usually get 5 pieces off of each vacuum. So I'll say my cost of goods on that was $3. And then huge sale right next to it. This sold for $5 plus shipping. It came off of a different Dyson vacuum. Sold these Ray-Ban frames. They're the Clubmasters. They're just in awful condition. I was going to show you guys the awful condition of those sunglasses, but I recorded it horizontal like it was a TikTok. And yeah, those glasses have already been shipped out. So they were really bad. The frames were all crusty. There were scratches on the lenses and the frames, and the nose pads were gone. And it still sold for $20 plus shipping. Got this Pyrex pie tin. It's not tin, it's plastic. Got it for $2, just sold it for $15 plus shipping. Took just over 2 months. Sold this equalizer massager. Got this at a thrift store in a state that I have been told is terrible for thrifting, which is San Diego, California. Got that for $5, sold it for $45 plus shipping. People want to hear that the title and the item specifics is the main driver of sales on eBay, and it's not. You can have an extremely low demand item with a perfect title, and it will sell slower than a extremely in demand item with a bad title. If you have a ton of items that have like 800 listings, 17,000 listings, 5,000 listings, pick a big number, and only 7 sales every 90 days, 2 sales a month, it doesn't matter how good your title is, you're not going to sell very many items per day, per week, per month, per year. But if you have an item that has a ton of demand, where there's more people searching for it than there are items available, you're going to sell more items. It's easier to get a ton of low demand items and perfect a title than it is to find a ton of in-demand items and just get them up on eBay. So we choose to do what's easier and just sit here on our computers or on our phones and better our listings, when really we should just get better items. Looks like I also sold this Dyson vacuum brush head for $40 plus shipping. Sold this Hamilton Beach 702R piece, just this little guy. Sold it for $10 plus shipping. Cost of goods into this is very cheap. I got that whole unit for $4 and this is part like 8. So we'll say 50 cents. Also sold this Pioneer DVD recorder remote for $18 plus shipping. Again, got her for $1. She was listed for under 2 weeks. Sold these Lucky brand eyeglass frames only for $35 plus shipping. Again, got them for $1. Sold these Oakley frames only, again, just in very disgusting, horrendous condition. Sold them for $25 plus shipping. My biggest critiques and haters clown on me for selling used frames that nobody wants. Keep clowning. Keep clowning. Also sold this Pioneer DVD recorder remote for $18 plus shipping. Again, got her for $1. She was listed for under 2 weeks. Sold these Lucky brand eyeglass frames only for $35 plus shipping. Again, got them for $1. Sold these Oakley frames only, again, just in very disgusting, horrendous condition. Sold them for $25 plus shipping. My biggest critiques and haters clown on me for selling used frames that nobody wants. Keep clowning. Keep clowning. A very popular method of running your eBay business is focusing on how many items you're listing per day or per week, day in and day out. And although that has a lot of merit to it because it keeps you consistent and it keeps you pumping items into your eBay store, what is much more important than that is listing higher quality items and trying to do that more and more and more often. So again, if you are listing 20 low demand items, you are going to experience slow sales. You will still get sales because you do have items and no one's just, trying to list one single Walmart plastic bag. At least I hope you guys aren't. You guys are at least grabbing things that you like or things that you have seen sell in the past, and you're trying to list things that you do think have value. But we have these phones in our pockets and these computers at home that literally tell us how often things are selling every 90 days on one of the biggest reselling platforms on the internet. We have this data telling us what items are in demand and what items are not. It is better to list inconsistently really good items than it is to list consistently bad items. I promise you guys, if you just look for better items, don't focus on 15 a day. Focus on the best items I can every day. And if you only list 1, or if you only list 6, or if you only list 4, it's much better than listing 15, 20, 25 very low demand, very low sell-through rate items. Sold this Ninja blender cup. This is just a small little guy. Sold it for $30 plus like 20 bucks in shipping. Someone paid $50 to have this. I got it at a thrift store for, I think I got the base and the lid and this for $8. So we'll call this cost of goods $4. Where my clown's at, just sold some more Smith Optic eyeglass frames only. These ones are in okay shape. Sold these for $25 plus shipping. This one I got in a lot, so my cost of goods was probably like 32 cents. Sold these Salvatore Ferraganos for $80 plus shipping. I got these for $8, so that's a 10xer right there, revenue-wise, plus shipping. Got these a while ago. These have been in my store for over a year as well. I sold the other two of these calculators. They're going to the same buyer for $130 each, so $260 plus shipping. And then from the same yard sale, again, I sold these two other Monroe vintage calculators. They're both going to the same buyer for $130 each, so $260 plus shipping. I got these again for $5 each at a yard sale. Then at the same yard sale, I got this vintage calculator for $2. This one's nuts. I listed it as untested, and it still sold for $150 plus shipping. This was only $2. So I got 5, 10, 15 for the last one, 19. That turned into about $650. I'm showing you guys a ton of sales in this video because I practice what I preach. I only focus on items that have demand and that have fast sell-through and that people are actually searching for and buying. Go find these items out in the wild and list them in your own stores, and you guys will start to see an uptick in sales because these are items that are inherently valuable and have demand for them. You also, as you're looking for these items, will be able to find like items and be able to purchase them and list them in your stores. I promise you guys, if you just, it's not the algorithm, it's the items. If you get better and better and better items, you're gonna get better and better and better sales. And then I sold these other two Nokis. They make anything in your house smart, I guess. I sold the last one a few weeks ago. And then I sold these other two for $25 plus shipping each. I got all of them at a thrift store for $5. Sold this vintage handmade napkin holder. It's a nice little owl. This was made by House of Glass. I think this is from the 80s, possibly the 70s, probably 80s. One of you guys will let me know in the comments. This sold for $30 plus shipping. Got it for $2 at a yard sale, and it was listed for less than 5 days. Well, that was conveniently on top. Sold this Milwaukee battery charger for $17 plus shipping. Got this for $1 at a yard sale, and it was listed for under 2 weeks. Sold these Ray-Ban sunglasses for $50 plus shipping. I got these off of eBay in a bulk lot with a ton of these other ones. My cost of goods into this is just over $1. I think I did the calculations. Each pair that I listed ended up being like $1.36 each. And yeah, awesome profit. Sold this Rainbow E-Series wheel thing, canister holder. We have the rest of the vacuum all in parts right here, but this sold for $28 plus shipping. This was listed for under a week. As you guys can see, a lot of the items that I'm selling in this video and on my eBay store in general are difficult and annoying to ship items like golf clubs and receivers and things like that. I'm able to find these items because my competition and you and your competition aren't willing to pick them up because it's hard to ship a golf club or you don't know how. If you don't know how, all that information is free on the internet here on YouTube and Google. I have videos on how to ship those items here on YouTube if you want to look them up after the video. But if you want to make more money, do things that other people aren't willing to do, like picking up these items. There's just so much money to be made, and it's just staring us right in the faces, but we say, oh, I don't want to test a DVD VCR combo player. I don't want to deal with 3% returns, even though I will make 280% more money. I don't want to ship golf clubs because they're annoying and hard and things like that. There's always pros and cons, and human psychology, we focus on the cons because like biology is literally like the study of life, and we want to stay alive at all costs. We want to do the littlest amount of possible to maintain life and be comfortable. So every time we decide to do something that will make us more money, our instinct is literally going against us, trying to keep us calm and comfortable, and we actually don't end up making more money because we follow our instincts. Go with, I'm getting a little rambly here, and I'm saying the word promise a million times in this video, guys, but I promise. Just do what others won't, and you will have what others won't. Sold this Callaway Mac Daddy wedge. It sat in my store longer than I thought. I had it listed for $89 plus shipping. Someone sent me an offer for $70 plus shipping, and I accepted that. I was expecting this to go in a few weeks, but it went in a few months instead. And then pretty much right next to that, sold this Callaway X2 Hot pitching wedge. This one was only listed for 4 weeks, and I got it for $2. This one sold for $40 plus shipping. Sold this little Bosch disc dough hook kind of thing. The cost of goods into this is under $2. This also sold on Mercari for $14 plus shipping. Sold this crock pot bowl only, just this ceramic bowl part. Wow, that was great editing. Sold this crock pot bowl for $14 plus shipping. It goes to that unit right there, but I'm selling the shell and then this, and then the lid already sold. Cost of goods into this, I think the whole unit was $5. So $1.75 into 14 plus shipping. This took about 2 months to sell. Sold this Kodak for $30 plus shipping. I got this in a bulk buyout for under $2. This one sold in about 6 days. Awesome flip. This is the Easy Share Z1485IS. You're gonna wanna look up every single model number because Kodak isn't extremely good, but this one was great. Sold another AirPod Pro. This one went for $60 shipped. Again, my cost of goods is about $2.50 on this one. Yeah, these rainbow parts just keep selling quick. This brush head sold for $45 plus shipping. I'm bleeding these, which means I have them in my draft bank, and I'm just launching like 1 piece per day. So the average time spent in my store is under a week, and they just keep selling very quickly. Sold a simple little Ping G2 9-iron. This one sold for $22 plus shipping. Got this for $15 for a whole set, so my cost of goods again is under $2 on this one. Low cost of goods day today. Then we sold this Linksys router. This is the E8450. Got this for $8 and it sold for $34 plus shipping. It's not eBay. It's not the economy. It's your items. Get better items. See you out there.